But I love you being in a little your lover girl area lover girl era of white men, old
specifically men. Santa Claus-looking motherfuckers.
Ugh, what a good song.
Guys, we are just leveling up with that music.
Yeah, shout out to Lorena, Latorre, Jared Jamieson, Georgia and Lucas Marcondes for giving our theme song a little extra zhuzh.
A little rejuvenation, a little facelift.
A little facelift.
Yeah, so...
It's LA.
Yeah, but we have such talented friends, and we're super excited to be able to like incorporate them in all the art we're working on. You'll probably see some of their faces. Hopefully we'll bring them on. But welcome back, guys. This is the Lord Farquaad Pod.
Far Squad.
Oh.
This kind of doesn't even know the name.
She's nervy.
Guys, I was talking too long, and I felt like everyone was looking at me.
You're doing fine. Let's just anticipate this. Like, we're not cutting any of this out. This is raw.
This is the Lord Far Squad Pod.
Right.
Welcome to the group chat. I'm Mandy.
No.
It's okay. We'll get in the hang of it. I'm Miguel.
I'm Barbie.
And guys, we are just so excited to see you back. Second episode. We hope you guys enjoyed the first one. How did you guys feel about the first episode?
I think we were touching up a little bit on it before we started recording today. You said we kept going to the topic of race.
I was really telling them, I was like, guys, you know, like sometimes it is cringy watching it back because when we get nervous, I feel like we go for the easy, like
go for the jugular.
We just go for the jugular with
apparently
some shocking
also
thing.
Something like, how can we shock and stun?
And I feel like this
how
is just
can
going
we
to
offend every person a part of this?
This literally going to get us
a
like
little
arrested.
controversy.
Okay, I love that.
I'm just kidding. No, but you're right. Let's do better.
So episode 1, formal apologies already.
Formal apologies. I'm so sorry for everything that I may or may not.
HR's already
I
contacted
did say
us.
some hurtful things about certain people that we
Which
had to
were
cut out.
Yeah.
No, but not the one about the celebrity.
No, I know exactly what you were talking about.
No, she was talking about real people.
Yeah, like,
No. I'm saying. I think it's been established that I'm like a hater, especially since I was like, just keep it in the episode. The fact that I said,
which is shocking.
I had a bit. I thought of a bit so good, but I'm not gonna say it. Oh, wait, we can cut this out. Joey King just got hired for a show called The Uglies. Makes sense.
I haven't seen it. It's on Netflix, actually.
No, I'm sure it's good. She's not ugly. Okay, let me move on.
I do hate seeing her in anything.
Yeah, I just don't like her face. The best role for her was Gypsy Rose Black.
Yeah, she ate that.
Sorry. Okay, I'm done. But we're done.
No, let's keep it going. So we're gonna start a new bit every single episode,
Basically,
opening Barbie
yeah.
as like a hater. And
I'm a hater.
What did you hate this week?
So I really don't like the designer bags that say like the tote bag.
Oh, I think they're so cool. The Marc Jacobs
I think they're Marc. I'm just like, that's ugly. Like, why is there the tote bag, the sack bag? They have like different versions now. I'm like, that's so fucking.
Have
ugly.
you seen the one that's like plastic and it's like neon pink or like
it's
neon
ugly.
green?
And
I
also
think they're
the
cool.
is it Teflon bag or something? It's like a big T and it has like, I don't know, anything with like a big logo, super super big. I think it's tacky, and I think you bitches should stop. I'm like, imagine like you guys are paying like $400 to have.
Is that how much the tote is?
Yes,
no.
it's
Is
more.
it?
Yeah,
No,
it's expensive.
like $200.
Girl, I've been in Nordstrom.
Is that a Nordstrom?
Yeah.
Dude, I went to Erewhon a couple weeks ago and they were like, oh, we don't do like paper bags anymore. Oh, I'll just take a tote. Cause you know, like you go to Trader Joe's and like they have the cute little tote bags that you can just put groceries in.
But they're expensive, right?
$85
For a tote bag.
For a grocery tote from Erewhon.
You might as well get the Marc Jacobs tote.
Honestly, that's a flex. It's like, oh,
Put my can of soup
it's
in
like,
there.
what designer? Oh, it's Erewhon. Like, that's, what are you doing at
Wait,
Erewhon?
that's kind of baller though.
What are you doing at Erewhon?
At the time, I was working for.
Oh.
So she would always get like her waters there.
Oh, for sure. Dang, you should put it on her card. That's crazy.
I almost did. It wasn't my money.
That period. But that's okay. But that's exactly like it looks like you're sporting a Trader Joe's bag, but it says the tote bag Marc Jacobs. I was just like, girl, just get a tote bag. I don't know. That's my hater. But as to balance, you know, because I'm not just a hateful being.
Period.
I'm gonna talk about something I love. Old white dudes who look like Santa Claus.
Oh, they're the worst.
I love them. I literally saw one yesterday.
They're so jolly.
They know, like, it's crazy because I feel like most old guys that look like Santa Claus, they're not like they're like the holly jolly look, but like they look mostly like bikers. Like I feel like they're always like on the
It just
cool
depends
vibe.
on their apparel.
Yeah, their apparel. They always look like Santa Claus, but then their vibe is way more chill. They're like, they're just very
What
like.
sparked this like interest all of a sudden?
I was working at a restaurant like yesterday, and then two of them, they both look like Santa Claus. They were just holly jolly guys. They're like, we want tacos and beer.
They laugh like that?
I was like, period. That was, I don't know, Santa and his brother.
That is very wholesome.
Manta. I just thought, I was like, you know what? I love bitches like this guy. Because it's not like the first time I've seen a Santa Claus looking man. And I was like, I don't know what, I wonder.
She's on the lookout.
Yeah, I was like, at what point in their lives do they grow like that white hair, the white beard, knowing full well that they're like, they look
Giving
like Santa Claus.
Santa.
They're giving Santa. And they're like,
Cosplaying
yeah, I like it. I wonder
Saint
what,
Nick.
like, how old were they when they started being like, yeah,
You're like,
I fuck with this vibe.
Did they like what was their total for the bill?
You know what? I didn't serve them, but they got like a couple beers and a couple orders of tacos. They seem really fun. They like
they're in
seem
off season.
Yeah, they're off season. They were like, yeah, we try to try new taco places every single time, and I was like, I love these guys.
They're stocking up for winter.
That's
what?
North Pole phobic.
They're stocking up for winter.
Yeah,
That's Holly. It's very jolly.
they're really jolly. No, but yeah, that's it. So hate tote bags that say tote bag on them.
Didn't you just buy a
love
purse
Santa
that was,
Claus.
like, so
Love old
expensive?
white men. Cool.
What did you say?
Did you just buy a purse that was like $18,000?
That's literally not true.
What was the red purse that you
Coach-
had?
the
The
Coach
red
one.
purse? Oh, that was a Vince Camuto purse. It's so cute. It was $100 on Nordstrom Rack.
What?
How much?
Yeah.
What was the most
I know,
expensive
the
bag you had?
The Coach bag.
My Coach
the Coach bag?
It's over here somewhere. I don't know where I put it down. That one was $400.
That's insane.
I was feeling silly goofy because I had just quit my corporate job, so I was like, this is the last time I have money like this
I get it.
bag.
It was
get
nice.
it.
But
I'm
does it
jealous.
say Coach bag? That's
It
crazy.
looks like you. It's an Amazon Basics bag. No, but I get it. Like people love bag. I'm a slut for good luggagery. Like
Luggagery?
Is that
Like,
that's
that
a
can't-
slur.
my
that
carry-on
can't be the
bag
word.
was my carry-on. My
Your
carry-on thing right
carry-ons,
there.
they're nice.
It was $450.
I have the Amazon dupe of that.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? To each their own.
I was like, Miguel, I love yours. And you're like, let's twin. And I saw the price and I was like,
Did you guys ever go to the mall and like take a picture with Santa?
Yeah.
Really?
I was always a little scared.
we couldn't afford that. Okay.
How much is a picture? What, like 20, 30 bucks?
I don't think.
I think the
you
mall's
don't have to pay
expensive.
for it.
Are you insane?
Oh, you definitely have to pay for. Did you get it for free?
She just didn't know.
I think sitting on Santa's lap is free, but the picture
Yes, the
is you have to
photo.
pay for.
Oh yeah.
It was like
I definitely have
I'm
sat
pretty sure
on
my
Santa's
parents would
lap.
just be like the phone.
oh, fair.
Yeah, I don't have a professional photo with Santa. Probably at church. I'm not sure why.
Church and Santa.
Who brought Santa to
Remember
church?
the old guy?
Oh,
I don't think
Was
he
this
was
before
Santa.
my time?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm talking like child.
I'm surprised that the church brought in Santa Claus.
No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm like misremembering.
maybe he was just an old white man.
I've always liked him. What can I say?
I don't recall him ever dressing up. He was also so. I feel like he would not.
You're
do
right.
that.
You're right. I don't know.
There's
What I'm talking
no
about.
way that
My
was
bad.
happening.
But I have sat on Santa's lap.
Nice. Or like the Easter Bunny.
Hey.
Guys,
You
on the way-
sit on the Easter Bunny's lap?
I think I did that one. I have,
There's
I have
no
a picture.
way that's
Just a random dude in a bunny suit being like, come here. People
that,
sit on my
that
lap.
one was like the only one that I remember is like the Easter Bunny.
I don't think that's a thing.
I
so
know.
I'm concerned.
on my way here, I was listening to this podcast, and they were talking about how I think they were listening to some TikTok where he was like, it was like very religious, where it's like the only person I'll kneel before is God or whatever, and they're like, and you kneeling before another man, kind of gay,
Kind of gay.
like you
Kinda
sitting on
fruity.
another man's lap, kind of gay.
Dude, in high school, since I went to the Christian high school, they would pray and they try to make God more relatable. So instead of calling him Father God, they'd be like Daddy God. And I'm
No
like,
fucking way.
Let's not do that. Like, Daddy
No.
God, thank you so much.
There used to be the people in high school or even junior high who were like trying to be relatable, and they'd pray. They're like, "Hey, Daddy."
Oh my
Me
god.
every night. Me
like-
every night on my knees.
Hated that.
Yeah, wow. I hate the sexualization of the Christ.
You're one to talk. When we were little, yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, when we were little,
Guys,
we were learning
I
sign
didn't
language, and we were doing
know.
a sign language singing team.
Guys, I didn't know.
and we're like,
I
what
was
should we
so-
name our team? She was like, her
Full
mom,
chest. My
her
full
full chest. Her
chest.
mom's like, what should we
Wait.
name the team? She was
wait,
like,
wait. You have to like. Did you say it was like
okay,
a sign?
well, yeah, it was a sign language group. Okay, ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. Okay,
And it's
So-
still funny to this day.
and we were like doing sign language to
like worship
Christian music,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we would like perform it. And so her mom asked, like, what should we name the team? And she was like, what about Fingering Jesus?
Guys, that's what happens when you don't provide children and teenagers with sex education.
And that's on period.
That was wild.
I had no clue.
That's true because I
had no clue.
When I was
I thought it was like fingering Christ.
I think it's fingering
it was
Jesus.
Fingering Jesus.
Fingering Jesus?
That's so bad.
That's really bad.
But yeah, that's a good point. If you don't
That's
have
so
sex
funny.
education, you don't know.
I'd
Because
be
there would be
saying
so
the
many times that
wildest shit.
exactly like I would say things that people would be like, Barbie, like why are you saying that? I'm like, what do you mean? Like I didn't get that it was a bad joke. I remember watching Smosh, and instead of calling Anthony,
oh, I forgot. I love that.
right, I was little, but they were like, oh, Anthony Padilla, and as a joke they call him Anthony Padildo. I just laughed because I thought it was funny.
Because
I
that's silly.
I was like, yeah, that's a silly like spin-off of his name. I didn't know what dildo was. So when I said it in high school, everyone was like, Barbie, and then that's when I clicked. I was like, "Dill." Oh, like,
But maybe that speaks to our how pure we were as children.
No, honestly, there was one of my
not me.
biggest.
I was reading Harry Styles fanfic.
Not me.
Isn't that what It Ends With Us, the movie, was based off of? It was like a Harry Styles fan fiction.
No,
No, that's the other one. After
The fuck is that?
the ones with one of the Sprouts brothers.
he's not in it. He is.
Yeah, but he's like an extra character.
Oh. Yeah,
to watch
Colleen Hoover's some other bitch. Anna Todd, I think, is the one who wrote After, which was huge on Wattpad, and then it got turned into like 2 movies or whatever.
So good.
So good.
You were saying something.
The movies were bad,
Oh,
but
I was saying we were talking about us being like so pure and innocent. One of the most haunting things that often while I'm sitting by myself, I get flashbacks to of shame is I also didn't know. I think it was like innocence plus language barrier. My friends would all say bad words in Spanish in high school and I didn't know anything. I was like, okay, whatever. And my ex who I was dating, I was talking to his mom about his
called her
favorite.
puta?
No. Almost. No. I was talking about his favorite taco place in LA, which is Pinches Tacos.
Yeah.
And I was full chest. I was like, oh yeah, like whatever. And she's like, and he's like, and I'm like,
I mean, they called it that.
I didn't name it.
Pinches is what, like
Fucking,
Like fucking tacos.
fucking taco,
tacos?
which I'm not sure why they did
Pinches
that.
tacos. They're really good tacos. I love
And
that
she
place.
was like,
You were canceled.
Did she say
I
anything?
never talked to him again.
That
or her.
relationship was doomed to fail.
It was doomed to fail.
Or there was that one time
She
where
was just
we
like,
were.
oh, your accent's really good.
Oh, she let you play it off.
At least
But
But I
cute.
still cry about that.
I think our purity was like, we were all so pure. I remember one time we would always hang out at this park and we would play soccer every summer. And Barbie and I were playing on like this playground. And you know what? I and this is so embarrassing.
Like,
I don't know where I learned
You weren't
it.
there. It was me and Miguel.
I don't know where I learned it, but I remember like in middle school, and it was like always a thing if I had like male friends, like Miguel or Michael had like he's making the bros like his friends like sick, but I feel like they were
Wait,
just
can you
bullying
explain
me.
that? I'm not.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
think most of my friends in middle school were like
men.
girls.
Oh, yes.
But so whenever there was like a
course.
point where I was becoming friends with like the dudes, I was like becoming a bro.
He was becoming a bro.
Yeah, but all the girls would like be like, "Oh my god, Miguel has like boyfriends." But
That's not what they're called.
Even when he's becoming a bro.
But I think that they were just bullying me because there was like they taught me the word queef. And we were playing like on the playground and they would always say like queef. And
I remember
Me
when
too.
you picked that.
and then I'd be like, "What's that mean?" And they're like, "Oh, it means loser. Like you're a loser, like you queef." So I'm thinking like, okay, love that like language. And so
now
Barbie
I
and
know
I
it's
are
true.
New
playing.
buzzword just dropped.
Barbie and I are playing on the playground, and I am just like, "You queef," like just
Literally that. I remember.
so loud.
We're like playing tag or something. She's like, "You queef." And then you queef. I picked it up, and then I started saying it around my parents, or they heard. Oh, and my mom pulled me aside. She's like, "I don't know much about that boy, Miguel. So, but I don't know what he's into. I don't like that he's teaching you bad things." And I was like, "What do you mean?"
What's so bad about a queef?
Then she told me what queef meant, and I was so.
What was that conversation like? But did she really tell you
She
like?
pulled me aside. She was like, "Hey, I don't know if you should be hanging out with him." Because we were like 12.
I get it.
And he was like, he goes to like public school maybe. He's teaching you things. He's talking about vagina farts. Like, this is crazy. So I'm like, what do you mean? Queef just means like, he told me that it means that. And she was like, this is what it means. And I was like, ah! And I already told my younger cousin to say, so I was like,
already
don't
went down
say
the
that
pipeline.
word. Don't say that word. And I told her, don't say it. And then she said it out loud at Thanksgiving, and I was like, ah!
And they all like head turned toward
Yeah,
you.
like, hit the table. I was so embarrassed.
That shit spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
And now here we are. Queef.
No, because I remember one of our he was like our Pathfinder leader, which is like the Adventist Boy Scouts and Girls
Boy Spouts.
Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and we were trying to update him on lingo when like Queen was a thing, and he was like, oh yeah, what is it that the kids are saying these days? He was like trying to say queen. He's like, yeah, slay, queef. And we were like, no.
Like,
You know what though? He was ahead of his
king.
time.
He was.
Because now it's like everybody's using that.
Queef. Are we picking this up again?
I think we should bring it back.
Let's bring
Yeah.
back queef.
Bring back.
Welcome to the Queef podcast.
We're queer and we queef.
Queer queefs caught live online.
Ew. I would click that.
No, that's crazy. I think the way that we were as kids versus like who we are now, it's such
Reflective.
Yeah, very, very different. But
Yeah. No, if the girl from high school would not be making this podcast, no one would want to listen.
yeah.
The girl from high school wouldn't be having a girlfriend right now.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. How's that? She was just here recently.
Yeah, she was here last week getting an apartment. So,
Wow.
Yeah, I texted some of my other friends and I was like, oh yeah, guys, I'm just apartment shopping with my girlfriend this week. I was gonna name drop her. Not yet. I was like, I'm just apartment shopping with my girlfriend or whatever, and they're like, oh wow, that's quick. And I was like, guys,
Oh, they thought you two
I was
were
like-
moving together.
They're like, okay, U-Haul. I was like, guys, no, like, no.
No.
No. But yeah, she got an apartment, signed a lease, so she'll be
That's
here.
nice.
Yeah, so she'll be here. Miguel.
This is the second time that he's dropped his coffee, and this is insane.
I'm literally looking at like
Can we
puddles.
no longer call me the spiller? Like I think it's
No,
been
okay,
clear.
hold on. That was actually so embarrassing. Okay, sorry.
But yeah, so yeah, she's moving here. I'm really excited, and her apartment's really cute. So it's gonna be
Okay.
nice.
I love that for you, bestie.
Yeah,
Love
it was
that.
really fun. But yeah, it's just Girlypop season.
Girlypop season.
Girlypop spooky
Feminine
season.
Nom season.
Feminine
come
nom-
again?
Feminine nomenon.
Feminine I'm a fall.
Feminine nama.
Autumn.
Phenomena.
Foughtum.
Thoughtum.
Bottom.
Thought.
Okay. No
Okay.
brain. No brain cells. Anyway.
Well, I mean, speaking of feminine nomenon, what do you guys think about Chaperone?
I love
too,
her.
I love
I do like Chapel.
I love Chapel. I was actually
No,
thinking,
actually, you know what? Apparently, she just got diagnosed with like severe depression.
yeah,
Oh.
she posted on that. She was saying like the fame is just it's hard for her.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and also
real.
she was getting like people like stalking her. And
Yeah, I feel really bad for her, but also
Okay,
I
hold
think
on.
she'll pull through. What?
Controversial take. Not that she's playing the victim.
I think she's playing the realest one out there. That's what I think.
Because she's like, guys, stop.
Yeah, what I really like what she said was she was like, my career just started. If I don't say anything now, like,
just
why
getting
would I have to
worse.
do this for the rest of my life? She's like, I'm not going to tolerate something that other people have to tolerate. She's like, just because I'm famous doesn't mean that you can treat me a way that you've treated others. I'm going to stop this now. This ends now. Period.
Yes.
Like, why does that affect you? Why does that make you feel like, how does that affect you?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here like, playing the victim. I think what I would love to talk about, and I would love to get you guys' opinion, is you should respect people's privacy. You should respect, when they don't want to do something, they're not obligated to sign anything for you or to take a picture with you or whatever. Mm-hmm. But what is the difference between her versus you have a bunch of these other celebrities going through the same thing, but that just deal with it? What makes her so special? Is it because she's talking about it?
I don't
Yeah.
think it makes her special. I just think
feel
she's the
like
only one who's talking
speaking
about
up-
it.
But when she says that, when she says things like, just because I'm famous doesn't mean X, Y, or Z, technically, when you get to that level of famosity, is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that just something that comes with the territory? And
Comes
if you
with the territory,
can't,
that doesn't mean you have to. That doesn't mean you can't say anything.
I don't
about
think
it.
she's the first celebrity to be like, hey guys, can you
Stop doing that.
But I guess I would just like to know, why is she the one, or like where do people get that negative opinion from? Why is she the one to like, all of a sudden? And I will say that Chapel Roan came up very, very quickly.
That's what I'm saying. I
No,
think
that's not true. Oh, like
She
all of her-
came
but
up
she's been,
very,
she-
very
No, she's been
quickly.
working hard
since she
for
was
like a long
15.
Yeah,
time.
but when you talk about the
Yeah.
like somebody like Katy Perry, right, has been in this industry for years and years and years like that. Even just the last year when I had gone to Coachella, like she was there and it was a very big crowd.
I feel like
but she
since-
didn't blow up like now she's doing, the governor's ball.
Well, I think it's since Coachella.
Yeah, I think she. But that's the point. Is like she blew up because before,
like very quickly.
Yeah, before she was a very like only if you knew. I think she was like indie.
No, literally last year I saw her open for Fletcher, and now I can't even get tickets to her concert.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think like she keeps it real, and she's like, "Hey, this is a lot for me to handle. I didn't expect. I feel like maybe people like ramp up slower than that.
Fair.
I feel like she was like, I'm going to stop this before it becomes a problem.
But what does it mean to stop it? Because she can talk about it and she can bring it up. But there's a part of me that also kind of feels like it's not going to stop it.
Actually, I heard on a podcast saying like it stopped.
It stopped.
She told us, she said she got,
it's like if you're talking to your fans who actually like you and you tell them, hey, I hate that. If your fans who actually care about your artistry and want you to continue performing, maybe they're gonna chill the fuck out.
Yeah, because I mean, like sometimes people don't know. Sometimes it's like not everybody has bad intentions. If you see Chappell Roan walking across, you're like, oh my god, I love you. Like maybe you wouldn't think that would bother her, but like she's like, oh,
she was like, hey, that bothers me.
Like you're basically like making me feel like I'm gonna be.
So what about like there was a video like a month ago where Justin Bieber had landed at the airport. And a whole bunch of people like
I feel so bad for Justin Bieber.
And then he literally tells them, he's like, he was like, you guys think that's cool? Like, it's not. Like, can you please back off?
That's
and it's
real.
Yeah, super, super real.
That's what I'm saying. He's not.
But why do we come for Chappell Roan?
We shouldn't.
Who's coming for her?
But people come for every celebrity.
Dude,
remember when Bad Bunny threw the phone?
Yeah, you go on Twitter and then she tweets about this and everybody under those comments are like, she could never, she's not meant for this. She can't handle this. Like there's people who do believe.
It's like, and it's the people commenting that it's like, just shut the fuck up. You're not even in that position. Like she can't handle. What are you gonna do? Like what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like shut up.
Yeah, like so what if she can't? Like what?
Honestly, I know we're supposed to be talking about pop girlies this episode, but side note with Justin Bieber, I feel so bad for him because with everything that's going on with P. Diddy and like how Justin was with him for 48 hours, God knows what, and he's just
at the parties.
I just don't think Justin had it easy at all. Obviously,
oh no, I mean, I feel like you could definitely tell from how he is now.
Bad things very much happened to him when he was young. I just heard. I mean, this is all gossip, and we're just like celebrity gossip. But apparently, he's taking it really hard because I'm sure he experienced something really, really rough.
I mean,
there.
I didn't even know like he wrote a song about it too.
That's so sad. I'm just
song?
like.
I don't know what song it was, but I heard it on TikTok. And he was talking about
that one.
No, not that one. He was talking about like being at a P. Diddy party, which I'm sure was that 48 hours or whatever.
And he was like 15. Like I just feel so bad for him. Like you can have your opinion on Justin Bieber. Oh, he was an asshole, this and that and the other. But I was like, this kid. Like he was a child and his guardian was Usher. Like where his parents, like it was Rihanna too. Rihanna and I forgot who she was with, but she was like
Rihanna was like. Did you guys know she was like 15?
Yes, and
when she was making all these like explicit
the BDSM one, SM.
She was very young.
Chains and whips or whatever.
Isn't that crazy? Like, and we just like the consumers eat it up. You know what I mean? We're like, oh my god.
Well, because I think it's also too like we don't. At the end of the day, we've never met, like, everybody that you guys fucking fuck with, like, that you're a stan of, you've never actually met them. Mm-hmm. You have no idea who they actually are. You only know what they allow themselves to be perceived as.
Yeah.
And so, like, I feel so bad for all these people. And even there was that one documentary. We saw it in Mexico. What was it called?
Oh, Quiet on
Set. And it's all this shit that was happening, like, to these kids. And, it's so, like, depressing and sad.
Yeah.
But we were eating up Drake and Josh.
Yeah. But also we were kids, And like I remember my mom being like, you can't watch that. And now I'm kind of like, oh.
But then
she kind of got it.
So that's my thing. You can talk about like, oh, we're protecting, you guys from that stuff. But we didn't know. Like the show itself was like
silly.
Funny.
Yeah, it was silly.
I mean, like the Victorious after stuff, the stuff they made Ariana Grande do very suspicious.
Yeah, like that was like I feel like that was very blatant. Like that was
when you guys saw that for the first time. I feel like I also definitely felt uncomfortable the first time. So I was like, wait,
where she's like,
this is very like weird,
foot or whatever, and I'm like,
it is uncomfortable.
I wonder. Like, I don't know. Ariana Grande. I love her so much.
Yeah. Anyways, we digress. Leave Chappell alone.
Leave her alone. You heard it here on the Lord Bar Squad pod.
Here.
Did you see her on the VMAs carpet where she's like,
no,
you shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up, bitch. I was like,
okay. Here's my thing on that. So I was reading like the story about it.
Are you itchy?
Yeah, honestly, like I'm so sorry.
I'm like, what's happening? Wait, give me one second.
We're keeping that in.
Thank you.
On the VMAs carpet, she's getting ready to take pictures and her stylist is like fixing her thing and stuff like that. And and she hears something or someone say like, fuck you. And she turns around. She's like, no, what did she say?
No, fuck
she's
you.
Like, she's like, no, fuck you. She was like, not me. I'm not the one.
Yeah.
But then I was reading, I think it was, I don't know who it was. Somebody like reposted that TikTok and was explaining the situation that the paparazzi wasn't actually talking to her.
Yeah, I was like,
he was talking to another photographer. Like in that, because you know how like when you're doing paparazzi,
I think they
like,
were like, shut the fuck up or
yeah,
something.
they give him like the least amount of room, so they're all like trying to squish.
Yeah.
And I think he was saying it to another photographer, but she just like made it about herself. And I get it, right? She might
I feel
be
like either way, like calm the fuck down. Like,
yeah, I thought it was so funny.
I thought it was so funny. I was like, but that's
No,
what I feel like that's just reflective where she was like, guys, I'm on edge. Like I'm on edge.
Yeah,
Of these things.
she's saying she can't. She needs a little break.
But I did want to talk about her performance because the VMAs were very like queer coded. Everyone was like, yeah, the gays are out. And I saw the TikTok and it was like, they're like straight people thinking Katy Perry's performance with Doechii was the gayest thing they'd ever seen just because they're like scissoring on stage and all the gays were like,
Yeah, I didn't like that performance.
I don't
I was
wanna
like,
see that.
it was giving like, I'm sorry, I like Katy Perry from her older era, but
Stop right there. I love her.
really, you do like her new stuff?
I haven't heard the album actually. It just came out 2 days ago.
you said firework?
No,
Timeless.
Timeless.
no, but I saw that her like medley.
Medley?
Yeah, what is it called when you like have
A medley.
You said medley.
Medley. I was like, what is
medley?
that?
Ate it up. It was so good, dude. I feel like you bitches aren't like not you bitches.
Oh.
You bitches are not like hyping up Katy Perry enough because you think you have all these other bitches like, oh my god, Charlie XCX, but like
He literally
I've
loves
never
Charlie
heard
XCX.
Katy Perry
She's one of the OGs.
walked
She is.
But
So
right.
everyone can run.
But
so
here's the
Chapel
thing.
Roan could run.
I definitely think Women's World was disappointing. Lifetimes was kind of basic.
Lifetime was kind of good. I ate up Lifetime.
But that's what I'm saying. But I don't think the amount of hate she's getting, I think that's just like hate train, where everyone's like, oh, that sucks. Oh, yeah, that sucks. And it's like, okay. They're like, she's
Fair,
old,
yeah.
she's washed up. And I'm like, girl,
Aw.
like, she's fine.
she
like,
looks good. I love like
She's gorgeous.
looks
She's always been
good.
gorgeous.
yeah.
I thought it was so funny. Did you see the clip where her and Doechii are literally scissoring on stage and they just like pan to what's her husband's name again? Orlando Bloom. And he's like,
He was eating it up.
he's just laughing like they didn't know they were gonna pan to him.
That's so
Cracking
funny.
up.
No, but then, so we have like, so Katy Perry's straight. She's doing something like that.
I don't think she's straight. I think
No, she's definitely straight. I think she's like.
I thought
but
she said she was like
No. I think that
Oh,
she
wait a
literally
second. I don't
is
think
just.
she's literally saying, I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think she's ever said she was
she's
straight.
literally the anthem of,
I just feel like for a lot of these artists, music, and I think specifically pop, I think the thing about Katy Perry, and it's not just Katy Perry, and maybe I'm wrong, you know, I'm not going to tell people what their sexuality is or whatever, but because obviously with like pop and like just pop culture in general, a lot of the consumers are like gay, and gays will like rally up and like support
Hell
other
yeah,
gay
we will.
people. But like, I think there was a video of Katy Perry in West Hollywood with the album. And it's just like, and these artists do that all the time, right? Like Tove Lo did that in West Hollywood. They were at Heart and she like launched the album there because those are where the supporters are. But I
thought Tove Lo was queer.
I don't know. I'm just naming
was
people
like-
who have. But what I'm trying to get at is I feel like there are a lot of artists who who target gay people as their like main demographic because they know that's where the streams are. They know that's like that's where the money is and their support is.
you're saying like Katy Perry?
Queerbaiting.
She's, yeah. I don't think that's real, guys. That's my take. I think that's a fake word.
Queerbaiting?
Fake news. Yes. Oh, like, okay, define queerbaiting to me, please.
To me,
Wrong.
I think for me, I feel like queerbaiting is when you're trying to. Let me not.
Exactly. No, just say it.
No, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Personally,
like,
for
what is-
me, I think queerbaiting is like when you're an artist and you're making yourself seem very fruity for the sake of being, you know,
it's
to
like
get people
capitalizing
to.
off
Yeah, you're
of-
capitalizing off of gay people.
Here's my take on that, though. I feel like queerbaiting isn't real because who are you to say that someone is acting or not acting fruity? Like, you don't know someone's sexuality. You don't know somebody's vibes. You don't know
Yes.
if they're genuinely like, this is fun to me. Like,
Of course.
I do
Of
enjoy
course.
kissing girls or whatever it is. Like, I kissed a girl and liked it.
Well, yeah, Katy Perry.
So-
that was like before even being gay was
Yeah.
like acceptable.
I feel like
that's what I'm saying. It's like people who like they used to accuse Billie Eilish of queer baiting. They're like, oh, like she's not actually gay. She has to proclaim to people that she's gay for you to. And what is this entitlement that it's like you have to tell me what your sexualidad, what your sexuality is.
To be
you
able to
have
write
to
music about
act
it.
a certain way. If you're straight, you can only act the box of what I believe a straight person should act like.
Yeah.
So it's like counterproductive to what queer people are all about, which is like you don't have to fit into this mold. If you're gay or straight or bi or whatever, even if you're straight, you don't have to act super masculine, super feminine. Like I just think the idea, or even Sabrina Carpenter, who was like, she kissed Jenna Ortega and they're like, queer baiting. I'm like, bitch, what do you mean? Like, first of all, where's the media literacy? It's clearly about taste. Like, you can taste me.
Yeah.
She's not trying to act gay, but also,
which is like very
fun.
very similar
Yeah.
like the Ariana Grande Ariana Grande music video that came out where what music video was it for where
She plays Catwoman. The boy is mine.
No, not that one.
Boy is
Where it's
mine.
where the other model looks a lot like her, and then they end up in the pool, and it
I
looks
don't
like
fuck
she's
with her,
kissing
I don't know.
herself.
What?
What music video?
Oh. Break up with your boyfriend.
Yeah.
7 Rings.
With your girlfriend. Girlfriend, because I'm bored.
Yeah.
Okay, I
like,
100%
that's dumb.
agree, sure. But
But no.
but also, what is the flip side of that? Is there a space where there are people to capitalize off of,
What's the crime there, though? Oh, you tricked me. I thought you were gay, and that's why I like your music.
No. What I'm saying is
that's
like,
the only reason
is-
you like someone's music?
is there a wrong area there where you are queer baiting in a sense?
Okay, can you give me an example?
Well, I can't.
Exactly.
Well, again, it's just going to be the examples that I've already given. So like Katy Perry, or like what was another one? Like Harry Styles. You know what I mean? Like no one's ever.
No,
I just
we
feel-
are not
I feel like
confirmed.
when
I'm not saying
when
this is
people
what
come
I
for
think.
Harry
I'm
Styles
just
for queer baiting, I'm like, take a look at that bitch. Like he's not like that's just who he is. Like
Yeah.
he's
That's
very
what I'm
like
saying, like-
gender queer rather than like
Like,
sexuality.
okay, if Troye Sivan came out as straight, he was like, guys, all along I've been straight. Would you be mad, or you'd be like, oh, but you're just like a really fruity straight man?
Yeah. So I feel like it's.
I feel like that analogy
I just feel
wasn't.
like, no, I'm just saying, like, what can you, it's like,
Yeah, it's
the
like-
only reason you like that person was because they were gay, or
Yeah.
did you like their music and the way that they presented themselves? Because at the end of the day, like you guys said,
But
performers only show what they want to show about
Sure.
you. Even like, name a straight artist.
I don't know any.
Lady Gaga.
Chris
She's
Stapleton.
probably not even.
Chris Stapleton.
Who the
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Sabrina
Shabuzi?
Sabrina
Morgan
Carpenter
Wallen.
is confirmed straight because she said the Lord forgot my gay awakening in her song. So
sad.
So what was I saying, bro?
Dude, I don't even fucking know.
All I'm saying is you like Sabrina Carpenter for her music, for her style, for her this, for her that. And if she comes out as gay in 10 years, you're gonna be like, but you acted so straight. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, it's just like
I think what is problematic, like what comes to problematic, is kind of people get upset when people use it's like my culture is not your costume. Like,
right, but it's
when people use something that in normal society you get ostracized
so
for.
what
to
is
capitalize
what is
off of.
gay culture? Dressing like a grandma with Dorothy boots?
No, but I don't
No.
think it's that. What I think
It's not that.
No. What I think it is like the gay community, the
Community.
the community is there. It's almost kind of like, is there? And Mandy said it being like something that you would get ostracized for, 10, 15 years ago. All of a sudden now, these
It's like
artists,
trendy.
But again,
it's like
but I
trending to be gay.
But I feel like instead of it being bad, I feel like it's more representation. Like it makes it more
Yeah.
normalized.
And that's another thing is like, something you'd be ostracized like 15 years ago if a straight guy is pretending to be like more feminine. For example, Harry Styles. What, we want to be like, hey, that's not fair because you're straight and because you're doing that, you would have gotten like burned at the stake. It should be more like, hey, look, it's a straight guy who's masculine, but it also like likes to present feminine. Good for him. Like no one's gonna do something they're not comfortable or willing to do. So if there's a guy who's like acting more feminine, that means he was okay with acting more feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, or there's a guy kissing a guy on stage, but he says he's straight. Like that's like, oh,
that's him being
okay,
comfortable
cool.
doing that, and that's good for him. Like,
Yeah.
what does it have? Why do we have to?
Yeah,
I don't believe in queer baiting. Okay,
I feel like
cancel
what
me.
the problem, like specifically about the VMAs, is when straight people talk about like Katy Perry and Doechie's performance as like for the queer community. I feel like it was giving like straight girls kissing at the club for attracting men. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That definitely
so
was
I'm
like for a male performance.
Yeah, it was for a male performance, and so I feel like it's just recognizing like. No, but not in that way. Like it's fine.
Yeah,
like
but
if that's
I wouldn't
what you're
call that
into,
queer baiting. I would just call that
not
Katy
queer
Perry
baiting.
doing exactly what she would do.
Yeah, I think it's just like we're not claiming that as like something queer representation.
That's different. That's the that's the topic of like, was this queer representation?
Yeah, and I was like, no.
Or was it like two hottie McThotties like just trying to be hottie McThottie on the screen?
For the male gaze.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it was definitely for the male
But that doesn't mean that it was queer baiting. It was like, if you were a queer, if you were one of them queers and
I
you
was
were baited, that's on you.
Okay, I get it. I let us know what you guys think in the comments. Do you believe in queer baiting? Do you not? How many of us are queer here?
Have we baited you? No, but I think
Exactly. Have we baited?
Three
Like-
bitches, three stupid bitches sitting there telling each other exactly.
no, but the VMAs were very queer coded. Like there was a lot happening. I feel like even this year, queer people have had their moment. I know. When was the Emmys?
They were 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, because I know for the Emmys they were talking about. This was another thing that I'm like. I love representation, but sometimes it's like, how do we do it? Because there was the actress from Baby Reindeer. Did you guys watch that?
Nominated.
Yeah, and she was nominated, the first Latina trans woman.
She's Latinx?
Yeah, she's Latinx.
Love.
But I don't know. I was watching it and they were just like, the first Latina trans woman nominated, and she's just sitting there like.
Oh.
And then I remember she said she was like. They were calling
The
her
radical
she's
acceptance for me.
She was like, yeah, they were like calling her an activist. She's like, I'm literally just an actor. Like,
Yeah. Same
and
with
she
like
was
Hunter Schafer. They say that she's like,
she's an activist just
and
for
she's like, I'm
being
literally not an activist.
She's like, I'm literally
She's like,
just
I'm just
trans
sitting.
and acting. Yeah, and so,
I'm just an actress.
yeah, and so I feel like it's like I love, like, I think it's something that we should talk about. Like, oh yes, like thank God, like a win for the trans community. But like, is that what you should say on stage? Like, I feel
All
like
the
that's,
time, like their label.
their label, like trans artist, like winning. You know, like I feel like if I was sitting there and they would be like, you know, like I just feel like that would make me feel kind of icky and also like kind of unsafe because like. Trans people are like one of the most targeted community, and you're announcing on TV. I don't know. I just feel like it was very like,
It's like, you don't need to do that.
yeah, and like even when they
It
pan
could be
to
a
her,
little footnote.
yeah, like even when they pan to her, like I wouldn't want, especially people in the trans community. Like you don't want to be like outed as trans. Like you're just like othered, kind of like.
You know, I didn't even know she was trans. Like during
She's
the show.
so pretty. Oh my! I remember watching it. I was like,
But do you
what?
think it has any similarity? Because like the same thing. I remember I got into a conversation with someone, and she was an actor, or she was an actor. Well, see, that's the issue. Is like she was an actress, but she's like, oh, I don't like being called an act. Like I'm an actor. And
Well,
I was
I
like,
think
oh wait,
they've also taken away. They don't really use actress anymore.
yeah, we don't say
Anybody-
actress anymore.
Yeah, I've heard
Everybody
that
just
too.
kind of uses actor interchangeably.
But I was like,
No,
wait.
but for the Oscars, like best
They
actor
say
versus best
no. They
actress.
say best female lead in a performance.
oh, okay.
They don't
Yeah,
say
because
act.
I know the past
But
couple
correct
years.
me if I'm wrong. But they always say best actor.
Why did
in
they
a- and
cancel the
best
word actress?
I don't remember.
I think it's for the same thing where it's like
Like, 'cause it's gender neutral?
they're because actress is like well we're actors but we're we're just female actors.
But
It's not we don't have to like
what
move
I don't
actress
like
or,
about like making inclusive language where it's not like just male or female is like the gender inclusive is always like the male version. Of it. I'm like, how does that make sense?
Like in Spanish when you're like,
Yeah.
oh, me and my siblings, we
Like,
say mis
ellos.
hermanos, even though there's like 3 girls and 1 guy.
yeah, so I'm like,
But what
is
would you
that
say
really
now?
inclusive?
mi hermanix.
Manix. No, I actually don't have a problem with it. I'm fine. But
I don't
I'm just
have a
saying,
problem
but
with
I
it,
get
but
it.
I'm
Like,
just like,
I get it.
Is
Saying
that
like,
really like?
yeah, being like, oh, we want to be more inclusive, so actresses is not a word.
So we're
now
taking
we're all
away the
actors.
femininity of any of language, and so I'm like, I don't know if
think
that's
y'all,
like.
I think y'all got like a panties up your cooch or something.
I do.
It's like, take it out. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just feel like,
yeah, I don't have a
but
solution.
You know what? I don't have a solution. I don't have a say. But sometimes I feel like, get off the internet.
Touch grass.
Touch grass.
Touch grass, like, bro.
But congratulations to Nava Mao.
I know. That's so happy.
Is that how you say your name, Nava Mao? I don't want to be like
know.
insensitive.
I just said the actress because I didn't know how to say her name.
Actor.
Actor, dumb bitch. We just
I don't
talked
know.
about.
I don't know if she cares about that. Oh, another person who won. What was it for? was it the Emmys? Is Emmys?
I honestly didn't watch the Emmys. I was working.
Oh no, it's for, I think it was VMAs as well for, I think her name is Tyla. I was watching, I've been.
You don't know who Tyla is?
Huh?
Make me sway.
Yeah, no, I do.
Make me harder.
No, but it was on the VMAs, I think.
Make me lose my breath.
Yeah, I've been deep in TikTok watching stuff.
Make me
But
water.
she was talking.
Her body's tea. Can I just
Honestly,
say?
when she went up to,
She's like
Who's
this.
Tyla?
The one who sang "Make Me Sway."
I know the song.
They
I don't know.
never had a pretty girl from Joburg, and that's what they prefer. Bum bum.
no, when
So
she went
good.
out, I was like, she's so pretty.
Body tea,
Body
though.
tea. She's so.
She won the Afrobeats category.
Yeah, and so she won the Afrobeats category, and she literally got up and she was like, I'm kind of sad. Like, I mean, I don't want to be.
She said that?
Yeah, she was like, I'm hoping that we can continue on, that not every person who's African just gets in the Afrobeat category.
So
Because
true.
Afrobeats is like
A specific genre.
very broad. And she was just like, my music is literally not Afrobeats.
Yeah.
And so she was like, I feel like you just kind of put me in this category because I'm from Africa. And they were talking about how also like in 2020, Tyler, the Creator, won an award. I don't remember what it was on. I don't know, but he was like they put him in like the urban category. And
What does that even mean?
exactly. And he's like, I feel like y'all just put me in the politically correct form of the N-word category.
That's so funny.
And he was like,
Real.
he was like, just because somebody's black, you can't just put them in the urban category. He's like, my music is like,
Yeah, I think one time Doja Cat won like R&B, but she was doing pop.
yeah, and she was like,
So she
what
was
the
like,
fuck? Yeah, and so it's just like, there's so much we're doing better at representation, but then the representation is also still so othering. Like, first trans artist, urban category, like award. There we go again.
I had to say it. I'm
She
sorry.
had to. She was itching for one time.
Literally last season we had to cut a whole episode because we were talking.
We really do just.
So funny.
No, I think, but okay, so it's like, okay, if that's not the solution, because it's not, right? Just like throwing, black people into a black category and then,
Yeah.
Getting a winner that way or whatever. What is the solution where they're accurately like represented, right? Like if you have like a trans actor, would the conversation be different if they were like, oh, they didn't even mention that she was trans, or like, you know what I mean?
some
Like,
people are never satisfied.
is there? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is there?
But I do think if there's a trans actor and they're like getting nominated, I don't think they should be like, trans actor getting nominated.
Yeah, I feel
think
like
if they
somebody
want to address it, they can address it in their
when they
speech and be
speak,
like,
yeah.
as a trans actor, I've gone through so much.
Or even other trans actors when they're like presenting, talking about how we have so many,
Yeah,
just, like, I feel
you
like-
don't have to like single somebody out like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but like you're right. There's always going to be somebody unhappy.
With everything, it's either you're queer baiting or not queer baiting, or you're not being queer
Queer
enough.
enough.
I've even heard that some people have complained that Chapel Roan isn't as much as she doesn't
Just 'cause she's very
she's not an
femme-presenting,
activist
yeah.
or something and I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
Like, what are we doing? What are we
doing?
talking about? I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, yeah, everyone just finds something to be angry at all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just the internet.
yeah. Oh my god, something that's been making me angry. Also because I can't get off TikTok. I've been watching. I've been watching Anna Delvey.
Who?
Guys, you need to watch
Anna who?
Anna Delvey. You need to watch. What is her show? It was like Discovering Anna. No, something
Me.
Anna. Anyways, it's
What does that even mean?
Discovering Anna.
it's the white woman from some European country who literally bamboozled everybody into thinking she was a rich woman.
I love
And
that for her.
She basically scammed all these people. She didn't have any money. She got all these banks to loan her money,
Wow.
like front her business, and she was getting away with it. Like she was living in like this luxurious lifestyle.
Who is paying for this lifestyle?
People,
banks.
the banks, and like even hotels, people would just like front her money because she was like, "Oh, my money's tied up. My money's tied up. Like, can you just like for like a good amount of time?" And so she's served her prison sentence because she did not have that money and she was committing fraud. And now she is performing on Dancing with the Stars with an ankle monitor.
What the
I've seen
heck?
this.
Guys, I literally saw.
Wait, why'd they aren't you not supposed to leave your house?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like it's like, if this were a person of color, if this were somebody else who had committed a crime, like, but because it was a white collar crime and she's a silly little white woman, she's on Dancing with the Stars, she got an excuse from her parole officer to be able to leave house arrest to perform on Dancing with the Stars.
I saw a video where they decorate the ankle monitor with like
bedazzles.
They bedazzle it to make it match the dress.
No way.
No, but literally, they're not trying to hide it. They're promoting it because, like, literally, I watched her first performance. They literally zoom in right on the ankle monitor.
The wow.
I mean,
factor.
that's why people watch.
Yeah, and I'm just like, this is insane. Like, this would never happen to like a non-white person. I don't even know. Like, I know white men get away with stuff a lot, but I also feel like white women are very like. What can
they're
they
like
do?
so innocent.
Yeah, they're so girly. They're so silly girly. And I'm like, this is so crazy. Like, she's literally.
Was she good at dancing?
She's okay.
Is she out?
Did she kind of eat?
Who's her partner?
I don't know. Some guy.
No, you know who's on that show too? The Olympian guy. He's like the little nerdy boy.
Yeah, he's so
I
cute.
love
He's so
him.
cute.
He's like this little nerdy boy. I think he won like bronze. He won gold.
Wow.
I don't know what he won.
Also, Leona, the
I think it's
rugby player.
Ileona.
Leona.
I'm so sorry.
Leona.
Man or woman?
Leona, woman. From the
She's the
female
women's
rugby
rugby team.
Yeah.
Is she
cool.
good?
Her TikToks are so funny too. Yeah,
I was actually listening to her
good.
on a podcast saying women athletes don't get as obviously as much promo or money as male athletes. So her getting to TikTok is actually one of the only avenues she can
Make
like
money.
take to make money.
Yeah,
because they don't
It's
get
like-
deals. They don't get this like the way that men do. Like no one gives a fuck about women.
And she's like, and
athletes.
it still takes so much time.
yeah,
because,
so
like,
much work. It's like her full time job is to be a TikToker, even though she's an Olympic athlete.
She's literally an Olympian. It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
There's no justice for women.
Yeah,
no
but-
justice, no peace.
No, but her TikToks are so funny. But yeah, I just think that's like we're representing criminals now on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my god, yeah,
Where
dude,
is
it's
this
like,
nation gone?
it's so crazy what they can get away with.
Yeah, they would never bring another criminal because like she literally has a criminal offense.
No, we have criminals on TV all the time.
I know, but to a
Donald
dancing
Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, one is
Donald
running
Trump.
for president. That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's just.
They're eating the dog. They're eating.
I honestly love that video.
My favorite part of the debate was when he was like, she can't even talk in full sentences. She's saying 4 words like run, spot, run.
Run, spot, run. Bro,
Why is he so funny?
why did he not do a stand-up comedy
He is
career
so
instead?
funny.
Have you seen the video?
I have concept of a plan. I'm not president yet. And I'm like, what the
Have you
hell?
seen the video where like they're at the 9/11 like memorial site and then he like sees a camera pointing at him? He like
Yes, I saw.
I kind of chuckle. Like
He's kind of queen for that.
No. Guys, make sure you go out and sign up to vote, register to
I'm
vote.
so dead.
You guys know what stance we're taking.
I think
I'm voting red.
Oh my
Just kidding.
jump scare. No, honestly, what is the state of the world? That's all I. That's
so funny.
That's all I.
Well, let's kind of wrap up our theme for this episode. So we've been talking a lot about like representation.
Yeah, Girlypops popping off.
I feel like should we? It was a lot of big topics. So let's go around. Like you said, you don't believe in queerbaiting.
I feel like
Yay or nay?
you said you believe in queerbaiting. You said you don't. I feel like I'm in the middle.
I was gonna say that too.
but I said it first. So
Yeah.
we can't both.
I can't be in the middle.
We can't both
I
agree.
also said I believed in it because she said she didn't, so that there could be like.
Oh, so
I
you're
was,
lying.
I was
And
playing
that's
devil's
why-
advocate.
Okay.
And that's why I took the middle ground.
So
I
what
was
do
playing
you? So
devil's
okay, what do you
advocate.
actually believe? Now
I
that-
think there's definitely room for artists to, what is it called? To consentivize.
I don't know what you're trying to talk about.
Conceptualize.
No. I
Sexualize.
think there is a space for artists to do things for money, and queer baiting is definitely one of those avenues. And I'm not saying all artists, but I'm saying there's definitely room for them to do that, whether they do
And
or
I would
don't.
like to ask you, can you provide an example of someone who has successfully queerbaited?
No, because I guess there's the part of us where we have to give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Like we have to tell, who are we to tell the artist what their sexuality is, when they can talk about it, what they can do with it. So because we have to give them the benefit of the doubt, I can't really.
I just feel like anybody who's ever queer baited always ends up a little queer. So I'm like,
exactly. It's like
you're not bait. You're just yeah.
You're just
Sure, to each their
figuring
own.
it out on your own. You're doing your own thing. Some people are not comfortable saying what their sexuality is. They're figuring it out themselves. Like it's like
And also like if you think about it, it would never be the opposite way. Like if somebody was if some lesbian person was like kissing a man, they'd never be like, straight baiter, like how could you do something like that?
Yeah.
But also nobody would want to do
But
that.
I think it's yeah, fair.
No lesbian wants to kiss a man. So.
Also, we have no solution on what these award shows should be labeling their. But I'm sure she's happy, Neva.
I don't think she won though.
She did not. No, I think she lost to the girl that
The pose?
played Baby Reindeer.
Oh.
The girl. The
Play the
Which
psycho.
honestly, yeah. Well, she wasn't a psycho.
She was.
Was she?
It was giving. Did you watch it?
Did you see it? She was a stalker psycho. Are you kidding me?
I did, but I don't know.
Oh, is psycho a bad word?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are we gonna cancel psycho now?
Oh, wow.
They're canceling. This country.
Oh, God.
They're eating the dogs.
They're canceling the word psycho. I don't know.
Anyways. But yeah, quite the topic. Per usual, don't know what to do about it. Do we have complaints? Yes. Solutions? No.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't think it's ever. I mean, I think people will work hard to like find these middle grounds so where like representation is enough, or or if it's just over the top, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like we always go over the top and then we like reel it back and then it becomes like normal.
But I also think for as long as the internet, things like Twitter and social media are like a thing and getting bigger, people are always going to be mad just to be mad.
Yeah.
So true.
And that's not something that's solvable.
And that's why Barbie continues to be a hater.
Someone's got to do it on this podcast. If we're all going to be politically correct,
I feel like I'm
Not
just
her. She said
it's
not
just
me.
not going to be me.
guys,
let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I doing too much?
Do you want her to stop? Send a cease and desist.
Send us a cease and desist.
thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. We're so excited for next week because we have our first guest for season 2. We're going to be talking about a lot of cool stuff. But in the meantime, I'm Miguel. You can find me on Instagram at MiguelXAntonio.
I'm Mandy. You can find me at Amanda Harrison.
And I'm Barbie. You can find me at Created by Barbie.
See you next week.
See ya.
The Lord Far Squad podcast is hosted by Amanda Harrison, Miguel Antonio, and Barbie Chavez. Listen wherever podcasts are available. Our producer is Richard Cunningham. Our artwork and photography is by Axel Rivera. Special thanks to Lorena Latorre, Jared Jamieson, Georgia, and Lucas Marcondes for our theme song. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Lord Far Squad Pod. Got a question or story? Email us at thelordfarsquadpodcast@gmail.com.